to Crochet Monday. Not Monday. No, it's Spooky Monday, Crochet Wednesday, Cooking Friday. That's my schedule. I've officially decided on a schedule for once. Finally. So today I'm using Respawn yarn again because this is good. I love this stuff. It's $6 and you get 12 ounces. I don't know if this is going to be enough for my project. I'm really hoping it is, because my blankets take 2 balls of yarn, medium weight yarn, and I've gotten decently tired of trying to match colors. As you know, I'm making 50. It's awful hard to decide on colors, so I switched to Brenat. Also, really great deal on Brenat yarn right now. I got this from Walmart today for $2.50. And it is 10.5 grams. This is definitely going to be enough. It's got 2 more grams. And ounces. Well, this is 220 yards. I should really go by the yardage. 233, okay. 23. I read that wrong. It's definitely going to be enough. Sorry, I'm rambling. Get yourself some Brenat yarn from your local Walmart. Check the deal boxes right at the ends of the aisle. They'll have big boxes of this. Take a picture of the deal card, so that way they don't think you're scamming them when you bring a whole basket full, like I did. I only got 3, but those baskets are small, so I should have gotten like 12. It is 4 of these with the pricing that they have now is equal to 1 with normal pricing. It's awesome. I'm going back tomorrow to correct my wrongdoings of only getting 3, because I can make 12 blankets for as many dollars. Well, 24, I think. Somewhere around there. It's pretty good. Like, really, really good deal. At least around where I am. It is $10 for a ball of that Brenat yarn. So, it's amazing. Yeah, so get yourself some size 6 yarn, matching hook, not in color, of course, in weight. So, L hook, that's what I've been using, tapestry needle, skizzers. You need the skizzers. Okay. Almost rolled off the bed. Just to make this a bit easier, I am pulling out the board. Right there is the pattern. Feel free to screenshot this. That's the pattern you're going to be using. With a few altercations, of course, because I don't chain at the corners. I find it a waste of time and precious yarn. Instead, at the corners, 2 double crochets, a triple, 2 double crochets, 5 stitches. Okay, grab your yarn, tie it to your hook. This is going to save you a heck ton of time. Triple knot, always triple knot it. This is a baby blanket, okay? We want it to be safe for the baby. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're gonna chain 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, chain 5. Pull up for a double crochet. And go into that first chain and just start double crocheting. Double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now take it, treble crochet in that same spot. that same first chain. Okay, now you're going to do 3 more doubles, 1, including this as you work. Make sure to work with that. It will weave itself in if you do this. Saves so much time. On your 3rd double crochet, wrap it around the knot. There's a knot right there. Wrap it, the front, your working yarn around said knot and pull it up, making sure that that knot stays wrapped, and that is how you start the weave in. Okay? And then do I forgot the name of the stitch. Treble crochet. Make sure to work around this yarn, like with it in your stitch. It is going to save you so much time weaving an end if you do it like this. Then 3 doubles. 2, 3. And that makes our 3rd side of the square. It should look something like this from the back. From the front, it should look something like that. Then you're going to work another treble crochet in there. This might get a bit tight with the squeeze, but just keep pulling it apart. Add 3 more doubles. 1. Oh, I got an end. I've never done that before. I'm just going to work around it. 2 and 3. Okay, now that should make, oh, my hook messed up. By that I mean I pulled it out wrong. There we go. If you have a long tail left over like I do, hook, okay, so in that chain that you did, hook around it, pull up your yarn around your hook, and you're going to pull through to make a slip stitch to seal off the row. Okay, like that. You've got a square, 4 sides. Each one should have from corner to corner 5 stitches. Okay, then you're going to chain up 4, and it might be very hard to see, but in the first stitch right there, this one, not the second one, the first stitch, you're going to put 3 doubles. This is all about the doubles and trebles. 2, 3. Okay. Then in the next stitch over, you're going to put 1, the next stitch, 1, and then the corner. This is the bit of magic. This is the magic here happens here. So start by putting 2 doubles in the same stitch. They would call this an increased stitch, but it's got way more stitches than that. So 2 doubles, like that. Then a treble, same stitch. Then 2 doubles, same stitch. All of that, all 5 of those stitches happen in the same stitch. And that'll give you a nice corner. Looks like that from the front. It's really nice, okay? Then double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the one after that, and 1 more double crochet makes that side. In the treble crochets, you always put a corner before you hit where that treble crochet is. So mine, there's a little hole there. That's how I know that's my treble crochet. stitch. And so I'm going to insert 2 doubles, a treble, so that way I know for the next round, and it's got that nice angularness. No, come back. It's got that nice angularness to make it a square. Add 2 more doubles to the same stitch. Double crochet, 1 in each stitch across. Then 2 doubles, a treble, two more doubles, double crochet across for 3 stitches. There does look to like there's another stitch. That is the one you want to work 2 more doubles in to finish off that side of your stitch. Because how you do it when you chain 4, it makes a treble. Then you add 3 doubles in the first stitch of your round, making it corner, and you have to put that 3rd one there to account for that stitch. Otherwise, it'll slowly go like that and never increase how you need it to. It took me a while to figure this out, but believe me, it's so much better if you put 3 instead of 2 in the first stitch of your round. So insert 2 doubles in that last spot. There will always be 1 more spot than there needs to be at the end of your round. Always put 2 doubles in it and slip stitch into the chain. Now it might look a bit wonky, not perfectly square, but that's just because my tension is odd, because I'm showing you guys. Okay. I need to measure to figure out. This is what my granny squares looked like. Okay, I can't figure out how to get this hole closed up. I've tried everything. It just doesn't work. So it's a nice little bit. It adds an X. If you make 4 square granny square blanket for a baby blanket, it makes a nice X. So it's cute. I like it. Black and white, not really the best colors for babies because they need all that color to help their brain develop, which is why I do this. So, okay. I'll hit you back after 5 rounds and see if I need to add the other 2. Because it is different. I'm really hoping I don't. The Brenat yarn, I only have to do 5 rounds, so if you're using Brenat yarn, the blanket yarn, wait, hold on. In the, where is the weight? Also 6. It only takes 5. So 5 rounds makes a square. You need 4 of those squares. Yeah, 4 of those squares. I'll show you how to seal it off. And if you're doing medium weight yarn, I don't know what weight this is. I use 2 of them together, so I genuinely have no clue how to calculate that weight. But it takes 7. So if you get 2 balls of medium weight yarn, it'll take 7 rounds. If you get Brenat blanket yarn, it'll take 5. If you get the really thin Brenat blanket yarn, I have no clue and good luck. I don't have the patience to do that. Though maybe one day. I will add the hook sizes. Well, I always use the L hook for my baby blankets. I will add the specific weights that I've used in the description and a link to a solid granny square on Pinterest and a YouTube video other than myself, because I know I ramble and it's often not the best tutorial. So, I'm trying. But I'll hit you back in about 3 hours when I'm done with the blanket. I'm joking. This blanket takes me about 2.5 hours so far. The medium weight blanket takes like all day. So I highly recommend using bulky yarn for this. Because I was making the medium weight ones at school, it took me all day. I can write and crochet at the same time. I am to that level. Don't ask me how. I have no clue. But I can do it. I can multitask like a queen. So, which I'm not a queen, I'm a king. But yeah, I'm rambling. Okay. See you in a minute. Okay, to seal this off, so you've got your last slip stitch, go ahead and put in a chain. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut about your hook's length above the yarn. Extra. Pull it straight up, make 2 knots. Then you're going to count 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going in with your hook on the side closest to you, pull it back through towards you, push it away, pull it towards you, and then push it away for the final time, so that way it ends up on the outside. Then you're going to take your yarn end and you're going to pull it through all 3 of those loops that you've created, and that'll give you this little, I don't know if it's got on camera, but there's a little, here, let me do this, little loop. Stick your hook through that loop, wrap it around, pull it through, and put in a slip stitch, nice and tight. Then tie it off 3 times if you can. One, 2. Oop, that messed up. Okay. 3. Well, now it's not working. Okay, we'll just stick with 2 then. And pull it out like this to make sure it's nice and tight. And then you're going to continue to weave in as normal. Doing this adds a little touch of extra security to your blanket. Okay, block it or don't. I don't block. I never block. I see no point in it. And you're going to repeat that 4 times. So, like I said, repeat it 4 times. Okay, now for the most important part. Get yourself about 6 feet of yarn, or 2 yards. I don't know meters, so just arm's lengths both ways, and thread it on your tapestry needle. Then you're gonna grab 2 of these. Also, I severely lost yarn chicken. As you can tell, I had to change 2 singles to make it to the end. I am admitting I lost yarn chicken. Though the last time I didn't lose yarn chicken. So maybe don't use the respun yarn if you're making a baby blanket. With this pattern, use the Brenat yarn because you only need 5 rounds instead of 6, which you won't finish all 6 if you keep a good tension. So, yeah. Not all yarns are made equal. Okay, then you're going to find your little holes. It's easy if you hold it up to the light, as you can see. So, right there. And match them. Turn them the back to back. Like you want the good side on one side and the soft side on the other. And then you want this to be the last part you make, the part with your holes to be the last part you close. So start with the solid corner to the right of it. And in that last treble you put in the corner, stick your needle through both, not both sides, through the middle. There's a little V here. You want to stick it in the middle and pull it up through the next one. And then you're going to take that and pull all the way to the end. Don't pull it off. You need this to tie. Leave about a finger's length. I don't know, like 3 inches maybe. And take your other piece and do the same. Through the middle and up. And pull it so that way they connect, being very mindful of that end. So just pull it a little enough that you get this little loop. Then pull both sides and push the middle and tie your 3 knots. It's very hard to do, so let me switch how I'm holding this. And so you're now going to wrap it under both V's on both sides, like so, and pull it, and you're going to take the tail and lay it down so that way it gets weaved in, and that'll put it on this side. Now go back to the side you did originally and do it again, keeping the working yarn on top, like so. I know it looks jumbled, but like that, and pull it tight, really tight. You don't want this to come undone, and keep working that all the way to the end of your blanket. And that'll give you a nice stitch. It wouldn't be as visible if I didn't have the end there. As you can see, the stitching would be much less visible without the end. So if you want to just cut it short and weave it in, that is perfectly fine. I like to do my stitching this way, so that way I've got a little lining. You can do this with your normal weight of yarn. Just I originally did it with my bulky yarn, the medium weight yarn. I have enough to crochet around it and crochet it together. So there's that. But with my bulky blankets, I've been sewing it like this. Just make sure that you leave like 4 yards, so that way you have enough. Pretty much a ball of Brenat blanket yarn, the big ball, will give you plenty to make the squares and to sew it on together, the panels together, at least in my experience. So there is that, but I also barely ever lose yarn chicken. I'm too careful. And the tightening of it just ensures that it doesn't come apart randomly on the baby, which is something that I really like to ensure. See, it's like that. It's really pretty. And I am doing this at normal speed, like this is not sped up. Obviously, I'm going quite slow actually. But still, just to prove that it's doable, you know what, disregard my measurements, grab a bunch of thread. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose yarn chicken. I mean, I already did once, so. And then once you get to the hole, put it straight through the center of the hole. It will be perfectly fine. It's going to create a better X pattern. And so once you get to the end, then take your other ones, bind the corners with the holes, up with the other corner with the holes. Make sure they're facing the same way, and line them all up, and then turn it and lay it down. It's very necessary to lay it down. Stick your yarn straight through the hole. You want the hole to be against it this time. And then you're going to do an X, or what I like to call an X. So it should be on the back. You're going to take it through the front with the first panel and through the back of the next, like this, and pull it. And that will create a nice, tight, sturdy corner that ain't going nowhere. And that step is very important, or you'll have floppy corners that come undone really fast. And you don't want that if you're giving this to a baby. Get about 2 yards of yarn per side, per 2 square side. If you're making a bigger blanket with this pattern, you're going to obviously need a lot more yarn for sewing it together. me, this was literally just a test. Okay. There you go, buddy. He started to fall. This was literally just a test to see if I could do the blanket with respun yarn. And this is still getting donated. It's not just going to be scrapped because I failed yarn chicken. You can barely tell. It's still warm. It'll still make the kid happy. I'm using the Brenat yarn for Schreiner's Burn Center and the more medium weight yarn for the foster care home because it's more durable, and Schreiner's needs something that's softer and won't pill and fall apart. With literally medium weight yarn has such fine fibers that they come apart. You can literally see all that. You don't want that on a burn. It'll make it worse and get it infected. This is not me just not caring about foster kids. It is cheaper to make the foster blankets with the medium weight yarn, and I'm donating the same amount to both, but it's not necessary that it's not gonna pill and shed. Whereas with Schreiner's, it is, because it's a burn center. If you get fuzz in a burn, it's gonna get infected. I've done it before. It is atrocious and really painful. So, Panther, no. You can't be on me. Here we go. I want to show you how to tie it off. So that is why I am not ending the video here. I'm going to show you how to tie off the end, then I'm going to cut the video, do the other half, and then show you the finished product. Off, Panther. I can't deal with that. I can't. I'm overstimulated, bro. I'm not really in the frame. My camera is being held up by a blanket. A literal blanket. It's funny. Oh yeah, and in amazing news, I entered one of my crocheted blankets, the really big one, into a contest and won 3rd place. Yes, it was out of 4, but I still like it. I'm still really proud of myself. I've never entered anything in a contest before. And the other 3 things were all chickens that I could tell were made by the same person because of the yarn used, their tension, and the spacing of the stitches. No 2 people can get it identical like those were. So I'm glad I didn't place 4th of 4 against 3 chickens made by the same person, entered under different names. I'm a little salty, okay? I won $1 though for getting 3rd place. I won a singular $1. I'm very glad I won that $1 because that $1 made it where I was able to get this yarn. And even though I lost yarn chicken, are you good, Panther? Okay. I still had fun. Okay, so when you get to the last loop, don't pull it all the way through. Take your yarn from the front, pull it around to the back, and pull your needle through the back, and then pull it, and that'll put in a slip stitch, basically. And then you're going to, it's now a heart shape. I'm holding my yarn the wrong way. It's now kind of a heart shape. You're going to want to slip your needle through that and pull it up into another loop. And you're going to tie it off 3 times. and 3. My neighbors are driving up and down the road really fast and loudly. And then you're going to cut it about, like I said, a finger's length or 3 inches above, and do what you wish with the excess. We don't need it. Now this hook is too thick, so I'm going to get my other hook. Come on, where is it at? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got my hook. Smaller hook. And you're going to go about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or until you have your yarn stretched. And you're going to insert your hook underneath just the loop that you used to stitch it together. So that way you get all of them on your hook. And then you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook and pull it through all of them. Can be a bit tricky to get, but it's doable. And then give it a pull, and it should do that. And that is the safest way that I found to weave in the end on the seam. I tried weaving it into the actual square. Yeah, it works. It's more aesthetically appealing, but it's not nearly as safe. It comes undone a heck of a lot easier. So if you have ideas, please link them in the comments. Or not link, put them in the comments. Now this blanket is a tad smaller than I'm used to making. As you can see, I haven't finished sewing, so. But it is an actual baby blanket, whereas the other ones that I'm making with the medium weight yarn are toddler blankets. So they're a bit bigger, but this one is a baby blanket. I'm making 5 actual baby blanket size blankets. And then I'm making the other 20 toddler size blankets. Okay? I'll see you in about 20 minutes when I finish sewing this all together. Let's be realistic. Okay, I'm finally finished. It did not take me 20 minutes like I thought it would. This is the blanket. It's a lot bigger than it looks on camera. It's not big, but it's not small. It's like my hands are normal sized. I don't know, but and the Brenat yarn, this is all that I had left over. I used the entire ball except for this, and I did fancier stitching, and I still had enough to win yarn chicken. So if you're making a baby blanket, I highly recommend medium weight yarn or Brenat blanket yarn, the thick stuff, the 6 weight, with your L hook, normal tapestry needle. I don't know if they're sized. I have no clue. I got this in a Woobles thing. And scissors. This is literally all that you need. The measurements for the hook and yarn size will be in the description. Love y'all. See you in another video. Bye.